What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Power Play with CJ. I just want to focus in on the Tampa Bay Lightning signing Cam Darcy to a 3-year entry-level deal. The Lightning drafted him in the 7th round last year. I was there, obviously, and sent him back to juniors for an overage season. Had a really good year with the between Cape Breton and Sherbrooke of the Q. Now you might say, why do I care? Fellow South Boston native, I got to talk about it. And I just think it's funny. He was drafted in June, so was fellow Southie native Liam Coughlin. I was the only South Boston native at the draft. It's kind of like when I was in Sweden last week for the Women's World Championships. I was the only American credentialed journalist over there. I love how now all of a sudden I've got to be, I got to walk points on the ship, but definitely an honor to have been there, and I think he's, legitimate NHL prospect. He's going down to the Syracuse Crunch on an amateur tryout agreement for the rest of the season, and I think with Tampa going to the playoffs, we'll be bringing a lot of guys up, meaning Darcy will have an ample opportunity to get AHL ice time, and maybe playing more situations than he would have been playing in otherwise, because the Lightning will need bodies in the NHL. I think Steve Eisman will do what's best. Because if there's anything Steve Eisman's good at, it's making the right decision. I mean, no one's epitomized class in sports like him, and I'm really glad to have watched his general managing work in Tampa for a couple of years. But I think the other thing, going back to the Women's Worlds last week, if you saw my piece with Annie Schlepper, she's working for the Lightning now, and I thought it was funny. I said, she replaced me in Tampa, now we get a Southie native down there, so I've actually been officially replaced in Tampa, but definitely rooting for the local kid, and if he ends up on a line with Steven Stamkos, definitely one of South Boston's prouder moments watching him bury some rebounds from Stam. I think he could get a shot at the NHL as soon as next season, depending upon how things work. Lightning are going to have some things to do this offseason, and right now they got one of the best teams in the NHL, and are, for my money, a favorite in the Eastern Conference. So, definitely a great organization to come up in, and I wish Cam nothing but the best. Anyway, that's like an episode of the Power Play with CJ on the Tampa Bay Lightning signing Cam Darcy to a 3-year entry-level contract. Stay tuned for more episodes for the season and beyond. Later, guys.